surplus funds recovery is one of the few businesses left where a single case can pay you more than most people make in a month. One county auction, one overbid, one piece of property sold for more than what was owed, and that extra money just sits there waiting for someone to claim it. It belongs to the former homeowner, and if they do not know about it, you can help them claim it and legally keep a finder's fee from the recovered amount. That is the business. Simple in concept, but the execution is where most people fall apart. In my previous videos, I have covered almost everything you need to know to get started in this business. How to find free surplus funds lists. How to use Google search operators to pull PDFs and Excel sheets directly from county websites. How to skip the noise and go straight to the official records. If you have not watched those yet, watch them straight after this video for better understanding. Follow the link in the description or click the card on the top right. If you have already watched them and you want to learn firsthand from someone who has been doing this professionally since 2018, head over to overageacquisition.com and enroll in my course today. Now moving on, here are some massive mistakes people always make when starting a surplus funds business. Sometimes it costs them time, and sometimes the whole case and even money. And the worst part is that people don't even realize they made a mistake until it is too late. So today, I'm going to discuss the 4 most common mistakes in surplus funds recovery business and exactly how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, contacting clients unprepared. This one gets people into the most trouble. When beginner surplus funds agents find a name on a surplus funds list, they get excited, and the very same day, they are on the phone calling that person or sending a letter. What they forget is to confirm the validity of the person's claim. You see, there can be multiple heirs, huge outstanding debt, and even already filed claims for the same money. When you contact a homeowner before doing your due diligence, you are walking into a conversation blind. You cannot answer basic questions. You sound unprofessional. And worse, you might be telling someone they have money coming when actually the claim belongs to someone else. To avoid this, you must pull the county file first. Check the overage amount. Verify the property address. Run a basic heir search if the owner is deceased. And only after you have those answers in front of you, then you reach out. I agree that this seems a little hectic, but with proper guidance and a little help from me, anyone can do this like I did. Mistake number 2, submitting wrong documents. This one is the most common mistake almost everyone has made once. You find the right case, you do your due diligence, you contact the homeowner, they agree to work with you, and then you send in the paperwork, and the county rejects it, all because you submitted the wrong form, missed a signature, forgot a notary stamp, or left out a page that the county specifically requires. You see, when you work in many counties, it seems fair to use similar documentation. However, most counties are strict about their document standards. In a recent case, I made this mistake too, where the county rejected one of the forms and asked me to resubmit the exact form that they provide. By the time the county sent me that rejection letter, months had passed, and now I was back at square one while the clock kept ticking. Remember, every county handles its surplus funds paperwork differently. If you send in the wrong package, they do not call you to let you know. They just reject it or sit on it, and you never hear back until you follow up weeks later. To avoid this, always go to the county website before you file anything. Find their specific requirements, download their exact forms, read the instructions twice, and then check everything again before you mail it or upload it. I also recommend keeping a county-by-county checklist because once you file in a county successfully, you want to document exactly what worked so you do not have to figure it out again next time. Mistake number 3, missed crucial deadlines. This one is another common mistake and the easiest to avoid. You find a great case, big overage, clean title, homeowner is on board. You get the paperwork together, and then you go to file the claim, just to find out the deadline is passed. That money is now forfeited as the county has already transferred it to the state fund. Here is what most people do not understand. Surplus funds claims are not open forever. Every state has a statute of limitations on how long you have to claim that money. Some states give you 1 year, some give you 3 to 5 years. And in some counties, if you miss that window by even 1 day, the claim is dead. No second chance. Trust me, I have seen people lose 5-figure checks because they did not pay attention to the calendar. What you need to do instead is track every single deadline before you even contact the homeowner. The moment you identify a potential case, look up the deadline for that county. Put it on a calendar. Make sure you have at least 1 month to work on the case and file a claim. In the course, I show you exactly how I track deadlines across dozens of cases at the same time without missing a single one. But the rule is simple. Know your deadline before you do anything else, because a missed deadline turns a winning case into a zero every single time. Mistake number 4, working small probate cases. This one burns people out more than anything else. You find a probate case where the homeowner passed away. There are heirs. The property was sold at auction, and there is a surplus. You do your due diligence. You track down the heirs. You file the paperwork and keep up with the court work involved. And after all that work, the overage comes back at only $10,000. You take your percentage, which might be 30 or 40%, and end up realizing the case was not worth the effort. This is not good business. Here is why new people fall into this trap. They see any surplus funds case, and they think money is money. But probate cases are different. You are not dealing with one living homeowner who can sign a simple agreement. You are dealing with multiple heirs, sometimes spread across different states. You need death certificates, estate paperwork, and mostly a court order. And every single one of those steps takes time and energy. If the overage is small, the math simply does not work. What you want to do instead is set a minimum threshold before you ever touch a probate case. For me, I do not touch probate for anything under $100,000 in overage. This is because probate adds layers, and layers add time. So, ensure that a case is actually worth pursuing. Otherwise, you should walk away. Most common confusions. Now, before we wrap up, I want to clear up something that keeps way too many people from ever starting this business. There is a myth, a misconception that you need some legal background, license, or certification to recover surplus funds, or that you have to be a lawyer. I have been in this business since 2018 and I have made millions. Trust me, you do not need a license, as you are not practicing law. You are just locating the homeowner, educating them about the overage, and signing a contract where they agree to pay you a percentage for your time and expertise. This is not legal work. Another myth is that this business is too saturated and no good cases are left. I hear that all the time, and it could not be further from the truth. Every single month, thousands of properties go to tax sale and foreclosure. Every single month, new overages are created. This is built into the property tax system and is not going to change anytime soon. The lists refresh constantly, so do not let myths keep you on the sidelines. This is real, and it works. The only thing standing between you and your first check is taking action. You just need the right system, the right checklists, and someone who has already made these mistakes so you do not have to. That is exactly what I teach inside my course, from finding the list to cashing the check. I have been doing this since 2018, and everything I know is laid out inside. If you are ready to stop guessing and start recovering surplus funds the right way, head over to overageacquisition.com and enroll today. Link is in the description below. If this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe so you do not miss the next one, and drop a comment letting me know which mistake surprised you the most. I read every single one. See you in the next video.